What's up, guys? Popo here. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. I got this rig kind of weird. I ran out of XLR cables. I'm going through my MPC X with this busted microphone, and it's actually sounding pretty decent. I do have this in stereo, so it does sound kind of weird. First off, I've been on this journey for the last year. I've been using the MPC, and I've made the beats and everything, and I'm just like, how do I step it up and make it sound even better? So by listening and paying attention and doing a lot of research, mainly what happened was when EA Ski dropped that drum pack, and it had SSL drums, it had cut through the mix, it had the EA Ski drums, and then it had the Neve drums. And I never heard of any of. I've never heard an SSL console or a Neve console, and there's barely a Guitar Center here in St. Louis. So to hear that whenever I push play on hit the pads on my MPC, that's the sound that I wanted of the Neve, and that's what I've been chasing after. So I've been working super hard and investing everything I get. I reinvest into the studio, and I try to use it. And I've listened to this for almost 2 days now. I was using the Portico 2, and they say it's redundant. I don't think it's redundant to use them both at all. And I'll explain why. No, I'm not going to go over too much in this video because there's tons of good videos out there that show every single specification and what each little thing does. Okay? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be using my Yamaha montage. I'm going to run some drums through this, and it's going to be fat. Like right now, I'm just using it for my voice. If I wanted my voice to come in fat, you can really, really dial some stuff in and give it a lot of. This is very powerful, especially this has side chain in the back also, so I could have run this mic through here and duck the music whenever I wanted to talk. It would put my voice over it. Super, super dope stuff. Um, Now, a couple of things I will point out is this module here is after this one. I go from my mixer into here, and this does some amazing stuff to the sound. But then when you want to fine tune and get into the nitty gritty and just put the final sprinkles on top, this is the sauce, man. But this is the package you wrap it up in, and you can really do a lot. I'll show you kind of moving forward sounds and backward sounds. Let me do this. What I want you guys to do after I'm done talking and all this stuff and we hear some sound, um, this is an actual car test, okay? You take this to your car, and you record something, you take it to the car and see if it sounds good. And usually it's sitting in the front. Yeah, you can get it to go left and right, but it just feels a little naked in the middle and back. It's like, how do you get your sounds to go forward and backwards? And that's what the Portico really, really helps do. With the Portico, you can actually go forwards, backwards. You can adjust all of these. It's not just one. You click and adjust, click and adjust, click and adjust. And the way I have it set up is to move it forwards and backwards. Also, when you're sitting in your car, I've heard sounds. If you go to my Instagram, I've made a whole bunch of songs on there, right? And you hear them in the car, and yeah, they start out at first when I'm just using the MPC, and it's hit, and you can hear it on top of the dashboard. And then I went to the SP 1200, and it brought more low end, still in the front of the car though. I could hear a little bit of low, and then incorporating this Neve stuff. My last two videos, I haven't even incorporated this new one yet, but in my last video, I did use the Portico 2, and if you play it in your car, it hits all the speakers. But it, the best way I can explain it, what this does is if you're looking outside a window and you can see it raining, right? You can see the storm, you can see it raining. This puts you in the storm. Like you feel the wet, you feel the rain. It puts you in a three-dimensional atmosphere whenever you're making your music. It's insane. So I can't thank Zounds enough, because without their financing thing on there, man, I would not be able to afford any of this stuff. I do buy all of my gear, and this is super, super dope. And I think of it like, $10 a day. If I can't save $10 a day, I burn $10 a day doing other stuff. So I just stockpile a little here, a little there, and everything I get back, even from the channel, it might only be a buck or two, but it goes into wires and stuff like that, so I can learn and share this stuff with you guys. It's been a long journey, but I think I'm finally getting into the sound that I like, and I want all of my sounds to sound like this. If you have music and you're going to do like a beat review, allow me this. Allow me, if you're interested, let me know. If you want to send me one of your songs, mympcx@gmail.com. Mympcx@gmail.com. Or you can DM me on Instagram. Send me one of your songs. Let me give you 3 revisions of it. If you like it, dope. If you don't, hey man, it didn't cost you nothing. But if you like it and you want me to keep doing it, then we can talk. But I want to get into, I've never enjoyed listening to music so much. First record I put on was the EA Ski record on there. That's my reference. I A/B comparison that, and I want mine to sound like that. When I heard that and I put it inside of this, crazy, crazy. So what I did, right? I took that hot, good, clean, fresh signal, spiced up madness that comes out of these boxes, and I put it into a flux. It's a ADDA whatever converter. It goes into my Apple computer. Zero noise, zero floor, absolutely no noise, just clean. All you hear is that. Back in the day when you turned that shit on, you knew it was going to be loud and fat. So I got this going into Serato, right? So I took that record and I put it into Serato, and guess what happened? Because I had a better signal going in analog, it separated the stems better than whenever if you were to just drag it in there. It had a better signal going in. I noticed the difference. When I hit drums and bass, that's all I heard was drums and bass. It could be because of the way he mixed the record. I haven't done it with other ones. But getting stems out of these into a computer and ripping your stems from it, I have noticed a big quality difference. I wasn't going to ramble so much about this. I'm just super excited. I got this yesterday. I was missing a wire. It's 4th of July today. It's hard to go out and find an XLR cable where I'm at. They only had one. So I went and got it. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to play some beats through here. This is the sound that I've been going after. And the best thing is it can get even better. It's going to get better. The signal that I got going into my Windows computer is coming out of this mixer, which is blah. It gives the signal. The signal that I got coming out of my MPC headphone jack into my Flux with RCA cables, that's coming in super hot. And my waves are touching the walls. I mean, I can have a lot. You have to back it off. You have to back off you have plenty of clean signal. You just have to back it off a little bit, and it doesn't distort. That being said, guys, I know it's a lot of money, okay? Looking at almost 10 G's worth of stuff just sitting right there. But if you ever got into music and you want to listen to your records a different way, man, let me tell you what, this will make you listen to your records. You can redesign everything. You bring the vocals to the front, you put the toms to the back. And this box up here, the top one, the MBT, holy smokes, dude. This is as saucy as it gets. I'm going to turn all these things down. I know my voice sucks because it's in stereo. And someone was complaining about my video that I put up not too long ago. I took that shit down. It's none of my business to do anything. So, and I don't want to spread anything negative either. I'm trying to be as positive as possible. So yeah. And as far as my video quality, I'll get there. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my sound right now. I'm not really working on my video quality, even though it would be nice to have a super nice camera that I could use. Right now, I'm focusing more on this, but the cameras will come. But as far as me putting plants and lamps and stuff like that, I'm not trying to do it. I barely got room for the gear that I got. I'm not trying to put plants and stuff, but I do appreciate the suggestions. But I'm not a typical YouTuber who's trying to advertise stuff for companies. I advertise stuff that I use and that I believe in, and I do this every single time that I get a shot to. At least 3 or 4 hours a week I come down here and I just try to share, and this shit sounds fire, dude. Like I say, I wish that there was a place around the block where you guys could go and just listen to this, because it sounds like a damn movie theater down here. It sounds phenomenal, and you have control over everything. I'm not going to be able to talk while I'm doing this because I'm going to be playing the music, and this mic ain't going to cut through. So I do have a few things in later videos how to get the kick in your bass. You can watch other videos on how to use this, okay? But to get the kick in the bass to not spread, um, little bitty things like that. So you will hear the kick in the bass in the middle, and I will demonstrate the best that I can on here. But I think that's enough for me ranting and rambling about this. I'm just super stoked about it. And I highly recommend listening to this. Put your freaking albums through here, and you'll hear things that you never heard before. That's all I can say about this. So, without any further ado, let's get some piano samples in here and some drums. I'll start with some pianos, run through some sounds, and then yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. This is gonna be a little lengthy video, so sit back and enjoy the sounds. That's really all I was trying to get at. Sorry about the stereo mic, but you just get a really nice sound. You just get a really, really nice sound out of that. And man, when I just take that, unplug it, and take it with me, those speakers are thumping the whole time. So again, the Rupert Neve MBT and the Portico 2 are definitely, they should definitely be on the list of things to get this year, or if not, should be on the list to get in the near future. It's a big sacrifice, guys, but we've already sacrificed enough of our time and everything into it, so what's a little bit extra? And I guarantee you, man, you're going to, and I haven't even played my music through this. I'm listening to records and just listening and how to dial it in. It seems like it's going to be a long time for me to actually learn everything about it, but man, it is so much fun, and it's candy to the ears, and it just makes it sound bigger and better. And like I say, the car test, if you go to my Instagram and listen it to in your car, you'll see how this hits the back speakers. It really fills up the whole room, does something very magical. So again, guys, if you have any questions or recommendations, leave them in the comments. But I'm going to get on with this today. I'm going to try to actually make some music and stim it out and run it through here. It's just a constant process of hooking things up and figuring out what I'm trying to do. But right now I'm just having fun doing it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks again for coming in.